Hi, this is Derek from Boise Cylinder Head Services. Today we're going further into the rebuild on these 351/302 Cleavland heads from Australia. They got the closed off ports and we're going to rebuild these whole things. We've kind of assessed them for cracks. We did a Magnaflux to make sure there wasn't any cracks in these cylinder heads. They seem to be all right. The next step is to get them all cleaned up, get all this rust off of them. And how we're going to do that is in our shot peen machine here, shot blasting machine. We can kind of bolt these heads in, one right here and one right here. This whole fixture rotates around and it shoots up this little metal beads at it, almost like glass bead, but you know, this is shot peen, steel little pellets that are in there, and that just gets flung up at these heads rough enough to clean them all up. It's a really dirty machine. You always want to make sure you have your safety glasses on with this particular machine, because that stuff getting in your eyes would be a nightmare. Yeah, this thing cleans them up real nice, and I'm sure we're going to show you that in a later video, but we're going to get these things in here and get it going. There is a vacuum up here that sucks all the dirt and debris as it comes off the cylinder head as it gets cleaned up. But it's connected directly to the machine to suck out all the dust and leave just the shot peen in here. You can also use different material other than this shot peen mix that we have, but this seems to do perfectly for what we're after. So I'm going to load these heads up and we'll get this thing started. So now we're just putting these pins in here, these bars to hold this thing steady, because it's going to flip upside down, and we don't want this thing dropping out and damaging the machine. So we're going to make sure it's good and locked in there. There's no way it's going to fall out. Then we'll cycle it over just to make sure. Alrighty, that's what we want to see. Little movement. I'm probably going to put one more bar in there just to make sure it's not going to fall out that spot, even though there's not really enough room for it to do so. Yeah, nah, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. We're going to rotate it around. We'll put the other cylinder head in here. And, you know, after we put this, after we run this the first time, it's going to clean them up for the most part. We're going to have to rotate them around and set it in for another session, another blast. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes for this thing to get pretty well cleaned up. Let's see. But yeah, about 2 of those cycles and it should do it. Another thing that it does is it when these heads run, it creates stress points in the cylinder heads. Builds up little spots that are tense and are prone to cracking. So what this shot peen does, it kind of relieves those areas and kind of makes it more like a new casting without those flaws. Yeah, I'm gonna put another one right here. Yeah. I think that should do it. So it's just going to rotate around like this, and all that shot peen is going to get flicked up at it. It's going to clean it right up. Alrighty, I'm going to close this thing and get it started. It's going to get pretty noisy, but this thing's going to rotate, and we'll show you in the next video it getting all cleaned up, or it coming out of the machine all cleaned up. But thank you for watching this video. Hit the subscribe and like button and that bell notification to get all our notifications. And remember, it's all in your head. Have a good day.